Imagine living in a world where nothing exists unless it's being experienced. No unobserved trees, no unseen stars, no objects sitting quietly in the dark. To be is to be perceived. That was the heartbeat of idealism. The famous slogan of George Berkeley was "To be is to be perceived." And at the turn of the 20th century, many British philosophers believed reality itself was fundamentally mental. Until a young philosopher wrote an essay that tried to shatter the entire movement. His name was G.E. Moore, and the essay was called The Refutation of Idealism. To understand Moore's rebellion, picture the philosophical climate of 1900. British idealism dominated universities. Reality, many argued, was an interconnected web of experience, an all-encompassing spiritual whole. When you see a blue sky, what are you really aware of? The idealist answer? Not a mind-independent sky, but your own experience, your mental blue. And from there, the leap. If all we ever know are experiences, maybe that's all there is. The world reduces to consciousness, being reduced to being perceived. Moore doesn't respond with a grand metaphysical system. He zooms in on something ordinary. Imagine a sensation of blue. Now ask yourself carefully, is the blue the same thing as the experience of blue? Moore insists that they are distinct. There is the act of sensing and the blue that is sensed. The experience is one thing, the object is another. And he makes a striking observation. When you focus on your experience, you don't find some inner mental stuff. You just find blue. Consciousness, he says, is transparent. We look through it to the object. Moore argues that idealists make a crucial mistake. They slide from to know X, you must experience X, to exist, X must be experienced. But those are completely different claims. Yes, to know a tree, you must perceive it, but it doesn't follow that the tree only exists when perceived. That leap, Moore says, is the entire engine of idealism. And once you block it, the slogan, "To be is to be perceived," collapses. Because the very idea of awareness presupposes a distinction, a subject and an object. If there's awareness of something, then that something cannot simply be identical to the awareness itself. Did Moore truly refute idealism? That's debated. Some argue he targeted a simplified version of idealism, more Berkeley than Hegel. Others say he quietly assumed realism instead of fully arguing for it. And sophisticated idealists can reply, fine, there's an act-object distinction, but the object still belongs to an all-encompassing mind. So perhaps Moore didn't destroy idealism once and for all. Moore's essay marked a turning point. Philosophy shifted. Instead of grand spiritual systems, the new style became careful analysis, ordinary language, and common sense realism. Moore's insistence that the world exists independently of our minds helped shape the rise of analytical philosophy. And in that sense, whether or not he logically refuted every form of idealism, he broke its dominance. One simple distinction between experiencing blue and blue itself helped reshape 20th century philosophy. Sometimes revolutions don't begin with cosmic theories. They begin by looking carefully at something as ordinary as the color of the sky.